Yeah, hello YouTube. Uh, this is my first video that I've uploaded to YouTube that was made completely with my Linux system. I've been playing around with Fedora 18 and I like it. I mean, I can do anything I want with this system. Anything that I could do with Windows. What happened was my HP Hewlett Packard machine took a shit on me. I never was real happy with this rig that I got. I mean, I bought it because it had all the power and it had all the heavy duty RAM, and it had the gigs, and it had the storage, and it had all the new hardware to go along with what you need to run Windows 7. But the hard drive got corrupted. I mean, the thing was, I was having problems with it shortly after I even bought the damn thing. And what I had to do is I had to go back and I put Windows 7 back on my old E-machines. I mean, we're talking from the old Windows XP days. This machine was designed to run Windows XP, this tower that I'm using. And once I got Windows 7 installed on it, it just sat there and just grind. I mean, it would take forever for anything to even load up or run. So I remember I had Fedora 9 on a partition on there. So I fired it up, and everything was fast. So I thought, hey, I'm going to upgrade this thing. I installed Fedora 18 onto an exterior hard drive. So it's all self-contained on an exterior hard drive. There it is right there. That everything is running right off of that. It's not even running off the tower. Well, it is, but you got the idea. So I've got my video working. That's the one thing. If you're going to go with this Linux program, especially this Fedora 18, none of the codexes that you need to run your multimedia applications are installed. And it's not like Windows where you just download something, click on the old exe file, and the little wizard comes up, and it's just all automatic. With this Linux system, it's like you've got to build it. So you've got to know something about directories. You got to be able to work with this terminal shell and learn how to do just things the Linux way. And I would suggest that anybody who really wants to learn more about computers should get if you got an exterior hard drive that you're not doing nothing with, download one of these Linux programs. Fedora 18, which is getting a lot of bad reviews, which I can see maybe why. It's still buggy. Things crash. You got to turn them back on, then they work fine. But that's what they're supposed to do. They give these programs away for free because Red Hat is testing code out here in the wild, and they want to see how it works. And once they get all the bugs out of it and they start working with it, then they might put some of that code into their commercial operating systems that people are paying big bucks for. So for free, you can't complain. I've got I've got a ton of IDEs working. I've got through the terminal, I can work with Python, I can work with Scheme, I can work with Haskell. I can work with Dart, the new object-oriented scripting web development tool that Google just came out with. I've got it installed. I've got an IDE. I can start building apps with it. I mean, this is like the enterprise model. It's free. I mean, I can do, like I said, I can do everything. I've got a Haskell IDE. I can build programs with Haskell. I don't know how to use the damn thing, but I've got it. I've got all these other little miniature, little small, compact little IDEs that could probably run larger pieces of code. But if I'm just working with small stuff, I mean, I can put my code in there. I can put my JavaScript within an HTML file, hit run. It pops up in the browser. I can see what it looks like. I'm very impressed with the amount of power and the amount of programs that you've got. It's just totally amazing. I mean, I even got FileZilla running on here. I can upload all my HTML files to my server and you know, keep my web page going, which I just spent $205 on. So that's good to go for another 3 years. Webstone.com will live on for another 3 years. The name is registered for 3 years, and the space is paid for 3 years. So everything's looking good. So I just wanted to make this little video. I had some trouble getting the audio to work. And then I remember I had this old-fashioned clip-on thing. You can see it right here, hanging there. And I plugged it into the slot that says, you know, for recording. And everything's working good. So I've got to... I've been thinking, what the hell am I going to do? You know, I've got so much stuff going on. I've got so many irons in the fire. Sometimes I just, I start biting off more than I can chew, you know. But I think I'd be crazy not to really tackle this Dart. I've been looking at JavaScript. I was looking at this Dart, and it kind of reminded me of C++, or excuse me, C#. It really looked like a lot like C#, even though I don't know C# that well, but I could recognize it. And if I can learn this Dart, and I mean, and really get to the point to where I can start building some web applications, there's no reason why I can't even keep continuing looking at JavaScript and jQuery. That for sure. You know, that's a thought right there. Dart and jQuery and HTML5 and CSS3. I mean, it just never ends. Python. Python is incredible. I've got some excellent videos on Python. I've got an entire course from MIT. They're free courseware, and they're using, it's not a college course on Python, but they're using Python as the vehicle to explain code and how it all works in the computer science world. So I've got a lot on my plate, but it keeps me out of trouble. And you know, I'm going to get down to it and really concentrate on those areas. I really like these MIT videos. I should keep watching those. Python, Dart, jQuery, JavaScript, HTML5, CSS3, and then find my niche. You know, I mean, I could study those things forever, but you got to find your niche. A scientist that I was talking to from the University of Wisconsin-Madison told me that was the ticket. You find your specialized niche that nobody else is in, and you become an expert in that very small, confined discipline. And he said, that's where the money is. So, something to consider. That you take care and keep training, which I've got to do too. I got a little thick around the middle again. Didn't take long. I busted my ass to get back in shape, and I take a couple months off and I start turning into flab again. That's what happens when you get old. Old man time just creeps up on you and whacks you over the back of the head. So I've got to get more disciplined and get on a schedule here. So, like I said, keep smiling, keep training. Till next time.